Welcome to the Topics series. Today we're going to be discussing Paulson sun shields. Paulson Manufacturing invented the sun shield many years ago. You've seen them on the roads all around the southwest and southeast of the United States, and it's just become a ubiquitous item amongst construction workers. We wanted to talk about how we developed it, what are the features and benefits, how you can choose your helmet, how you can mount the product, and how you can clean and keep your sun shield in good shape for many years. First of all, we're from the Southwest, and we had experienced in our areas the construction workers complaining about the heat of working in the direct sun. And so we worked early on a sun shield product that would attach to the helmets to provide protection not only for their face, but also for the sides of the head and also for the back of the neck. We wanted to make this item very lightweight, secure to the helmet, allow upward vision, and provide a maximum amount of protection for the worker. These sun shields are so precisely engineered to fit the helmet that there's an individual sun shield for each helmet. And to be able to choose your helmet, choose your sun shield, you really have to have an intimate knowledge of what type of helmet you have. I have some examples here, and I'd like to discuss that for a moment. First of all, this is a full brim helmet. Full brim helmets have a brim that go all the way around, and generally they do not have a slotted cap adapter on the side. So this is a typical full brim helmet. The sun shield is designed to fit onto this helmet with clips, and it will be very secure onto this helmet. We have to take a look at exactly who the manufacturer is and the model. So when you turn the helmet over, we can see that there are engraved logos into this helmet that give both the manufacturer and the model number. But as you can see from the video, these are very difficult to read. So if you take a piece of paper and place it on top of the helmet and rub it with a pencil across the surface, all of the nomenclature will be very easy to read, and you can positively identify what type of a helmet and the model number that you have. We have each of our sun shields tied to the model number and the manufacturer in our product list. This is a cap style helmet. It has only a brim in the front, and there's no brim that runs around the back side. This also does not have a rain gutter. A rain gutter is a style of helmet that has an uplifted edge, and the rain can run forward and drip off in one particular spot. So this is a cap style helmet, and it has slotted cap adapters on the side right here. These slotted cap adapters can mount a cap bracket or hearing protection to a helmet, and we do not interfere with those, although the sun shield will be coming out from the helmet like this, and your product may not be able to work necessarily with it. These helmets come from all different manufacturers. There are slotted cap adapters on full brim helmets. There are all different types of combinations, but we've worked out so that our products will fit directly on these particular helmets. So let's talk for a moment about how we install a sun shield onto a helmet. This is the sun shield as you'd receive it. It comes pre-packed, pre-assembled except for the last fitting. It has a complete instruction manual. The instruction manual that's enclosed will give a description of step-by-step instruction of how to assemble this to your helmet, and it'll also show as detailed pictures. The way we recommend the installation is to actually put the helmet into your lap. In this case, I'm going to put it on the table for easy viewing. Turn the sun shield upside down and attach it into the clips on the two sides in the front. This allows you to center the product nicely onto the helmet. There'll only be one final clip in the back. Now we have this end that will be attached into this clip, and you'll notice that we have a sticker here, and this label also has a set of instructions. So if you lose your paper that came with it, or you've been handed a helmet that didn't have the installation instructions, we have that in a second location for you. This portion is where you snap the unit into the back. It's a slight twisting motion, and she snaps right into place. You probably heard a small snap as that went into place. And now it's secured on the helmet. You'll notice that the helmet can be dropped. The helmet can be picked up by the sun shield. There's no issues with this coming off. And this is so that the sun shield will be secure on the helmet when you're on the side of the road and a big truck goes by and there's a big wind. This sun shield won't come flying off of your helmet, off of the helmet. It also is easy to remove. So the idea of the easy removal is that in the wintertime, or if you're working in conditions that you do not need the sun shield, you can just simply take it off and store it. You can store it back in the original bag and then put it back on in the hot summer. Sun shields are very easy to wash. The sun shield, it's probably best for you to take it off of the helmet. And I've seen these products in the field where they're very, very dirty because of the construction environment, the dust and the dirt. You pop it off on the back, take the sun shield, and you just wash it similar to as you would wash a dish. Mild soap and water in the sink, pat it dry, set it to the side and let it completely dry, and then you can put it back on. You don't need to disassemble it at these other joints. These other joints do disassemble in the same way as it does in the back, but that's not necessary for you to be able to take it apart. I'd like to go back over again on the assembly so you see an assembly that's on a helmet that is a cap-style helmet. So again, we've identified the exact sun shield that will fit this helmet. It's another helmet that we had to rub the helmet with a pencil and a piece of paper to be able to really see the model, because it's white on white in the molded condition here. It's very difficult to fully see all of the model numbers. I like to turn the helmet over, turn the sun shield over, place it onto the front of the helmet, wrap it around to the back, put the final clip on in the back, and then snap in the end of the sun shield so she snaps into position. Again, very quick, very easy to take it back off, easy to put it back on, and the security of this is really surprising, because as you can see, I'm able to hold the helmet entirely just by the sun shield. Going back over now and talking about the UV protection and the heat protection. In this case, we have a white helmet. White helmets are the best for reflecting the heat, and that's why we chose white here for the sun shield. This is made out of ABS plastic, and the ABS plastic has a textured surface on this side to allow it to not be so shiny relative on the side of the road. The material covers both the side of your neck and the back of your neck, giving you protection from the direct sun, and it also gives UV protection because this material blocks the ultraviolet light. Here in the front we have this tinted section, and you're able to look up so that you can look up at a power pole or you can look up in construction. It has a UV absorber that's been placed into this plastic specifically to knock back that UV energy from the sun. It also knocks back heat. This will reduce the heat that's coming to your face because it's being absorbed by the plastic and being absorbed and reflected in a way that you will actually feel that difference as you're wearing it. Think of it like sunglasses for your helmet. I wanted to cover a couple of the frequently asked questions about the sun shields. One of the questions that we hear on a regular basis is someone will call and say, I purchased my Paulson sun shield, but it won't fit my helmet. This comes back to most likely that unit was purchased was the wrong model for the wrong helmet. So you have to go back again to determining exactly what helmet you have, look at our chart, and then choose the right model. We have in our models, all of them that are for the full brim style start off as AS4, and all of the ones for the cap style start off as an AS5. So you can very quickly determine what chart you need to be looking at, whether you have the cap style or the full brim. Another question I hear is that I've purchased the same model for my helmet for many years, and now I have a new helmet, same model, but the sun shield doesn't fit. And that's because as the helmet manufacturers are improving and making new tooling for their helmets, they might make some slight changes to their helmet. We will have that information in our customer service department, and we can advise you what is the correct model to buy. And finally, I get a question on a regular basis from utility workers. Does the sun shield meet the arc flash testing requirements? Well, there's really no arc flash testing requirement under the NFPA 70E requirement or the ASTM 2178 testing protocol that directly references the sun shield. We can call it an accessory to the helmet, and we do have arc flash testing information on the sun shield showing the exposure to the arc and at what point the product is at the opportunity for it to fail due to burning. So this type of testing is available from us relative to arc flash testing. In conclusion, I wanted to say is that the sun shields are an excellent product for the construction workers, more or less almost a requirement nowadays in the Southwest and Southeast for outdoor use. You have full confidence that they will fit the helmets as described on their literature. And we have a customer service department that stands ready to answer all of your questions, both from your purchasing departments and from the individual workers. Thank you very much.